describing life as an artist, it is a journey itself. And when you are periodically asked, what do you do, what's your job, and who are you, and feel like need to justify/defend your choices, well, that can be hard. In this video, I want to help you out pulling all of your courage and feel less lonely when it comes to being an artist in this society and often be judged as different and not part of something like a group. This is the reason why I decided to sit down and write my own advices, which have been till now my energy to fit both my creativity and person. Advice number 1 is do not compare. Do not compare your life choices, your inspirations, your economical situation, your art, your job, your career. When looking around to your peers or friends and feel like they are going to an opposite path than yours, which is probably a more standard one than what you have chosen, then please do not feel lost. Their choices are part of who they are, embracing many aspects to consider, like their culture, their family, their origins, their interests, their dreams, instincts, and passions, if they have any. When it comes to making art, it should be like something very personal, very much yours, so that no one else can do it in that exact way. We can surely be inspired, amazed, and fascinated from someone else's art. We can study it and analyze it, but copying doesn't make you an artist. Rather, what you're doing is called art plagiarism, which is illegal and very frustrating for the real artist who actually made that artwork. Advice number 2 is surround yourself with supportive people. If your best friend or family member begins judging you and your choices in order to advise when rather he or she is actually criticizing, well, better think twice when calling it dear friend or beloved family member, because people might change in life and not being on your same level anymore. If someone else's behavior is hurting you, better take distance rather than get surrounded from it. People don't have to agree with your life choices, but instead support it, and especially if these reasons bring you joy and happiness. Advice number 3 is find your own way. In modern times, we are hugely bombed with tons of images and information. That's why I highly recommend you to feed your curiosity with books, art shows, movies, walks, markets, travels, and so on. Internet is not 100% bad for that reason, but find just a good combination of inspirational sources. Focus on a subject or a topic that you like to observe and study it, and let your hands and imagination work. Use as many medias as possible in order to find which one suits you the best. Creativity and talent cannot be taught at school, but can definitely be stimulated from people, things, or events/experiences. Advice number 4 is age-wise. Does actually age affect my art? The question is. And the answer is, well, yeah, we do live in a society where each single step we walk through, it's like written down in a sort of a movie script that everybody needs to follow at the same time. But the answer is, well, no, nothing has to lead your life, and especially not a number. Being sensitive in this world might be often judged like weak or fragile or not strong enough, but the question is being yourself not the greatest revolution ever? There is no age that proves your value as an art maker, and by giving to a number such importance, it's just a huge limit that doesn't open to any new direction. And we, as artists, need to be as limitless as possible on our endless way to creation. I personally believe that being busy with discipline and love is the only effort we have to take care of. Art needs to be daily fed, age-wise regardless. Last but not least advice, number 5, is discipline. If you think that making art is your best friend, that one thing that brings you to another dimension like anything else, well, then you have to consider to take care of it with a huge amount of discipline. Despite the serious term, what I actually mean is something very simple and doable. Whatever your favorite media is, try just to make it your daily portion of practice. Even though you might see it and make something very much not you or disappointing, trust me, because it's that feeling that guides you to what comes next. And what comes next, that one thing, might be your new artwork tomorrow. Well, these were my 5 advices to survive life as an artist. They don't want to be anything pretentious. They only want to be advices as I was talking to my dearest friend. And feel free to follow some of them. Feel free to feel inspired, to not like it. That's also possible. Actually, I would be curious to know which ones are your advices about surviving life as an artist, since sometimes it's a little bit difficult in this world, but still very cool. So let me know if you have any suggestion, any advice, and I hope that this video can be a little bit helpful for some of you, and I see you next week. Ciao!